6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, now, Detroit!
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Webb to throw. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Off the bootleg. Webb flushed out right. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Off the bootleg. Webb. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's the backup Smith. And he's going to go down again. Jarrett Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now look at 56. Good.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to wind up in it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Freeman again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Attack 32. Attack 32.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal to go now. Now it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Webb. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
Throwing again. Webb. And that one almost Almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. On third down, Webb being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To throw, Webb. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his fifth sack of the year. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just couldn't complete it.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They start the drive with Smallwood. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, It looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Ten yards still left on second down. To throw again. Stafford. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On second down, Smallwood. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got to hold another down to pick it up and maybe even...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. That's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Here's Smith now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 10-10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Steps away to his left. He can run. The ball comes out. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They run the counter. Smallwood. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Smith now on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ziggy Ansah with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Gino now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as a bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Stafford going to throw it. And he rifles rifles one incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now it's Stafford. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on